Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the relay number 4, fourth relay tournament. We are with. Okay. Right.
I believe in you.
There's two teams. Let me run by my little pronunciation guide. Wydziabane Dziubersy. Is that how it's said? Is that it?
I don't think
you
that
do
was
it?
too bad.
I don't think that was too far off.
I think you gave it a good go.
I'm a pretty convincing Polish person, I reckon.
No. You're spitting. You're spitting. You're
I
spitting.
could get away with that. Ansla is just playing Tetris. How's that going? Oh, the pronouns are on screen.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a way to actually intro this, but I'm kind of just locked into this Tetris gaming, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is kind of gripping.
Kind of
yeah.
fun,
Oh yeah.
isn't it?
Welcome back, everybody. It is round 3. If I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
I would like to say round
eating,
3 because
I was eating chicken wings pre-match, so I didn't have time to do all my usual prep. So
he does know. To be fair, like I will just like to vouch for you real quick. You do proper prep. This guy comes prepared as you should.
I've got notepads. I've got docs. I've got all kinds of things, histories, ranked, elo, but I don't have any of that today. But I think I know most of these runners. I know the Polish ones, and I know Ansla.
Yeah, they are quite well known. Yeah, quite well known runners.
All obviously very talented runners. I mean, they're here. They're in. They're quite deep in the tournament now. Is this lower or upper bracket?
This is lower. Yeah, I was about to say. So this is lower. They're deep, but they have suffered a loss. So one of these teams will sadly be going home today, and the other one will obviously be moving forward within the lower bracket. So it's going to be interesting to see who it goes through. Because I anticipate quite an even match, to be honest.
Yeah, relatively like close in seeding. 8th and 11th. So, like this really could go either way. I think. I would give the edge to the Polish side because the 115 runner, which I believe is Rokes, does not have a PB. Doesn't have a submitted PB in that category. Obviously, it's not an indicator of skill. We've seen. I think Silva has like a 23-minute PB in 1.7, and has been one of the most kind of consistent runners that we've seen so far. Obviously not relevant to this match, but the example is there. Yeah. So I think it's tough to call. It's a tough one to call. So if you're brave enough to gamble, then
get your gamblers in. Which side do you believe is going to be taking this one home today? As we're about to get it started, just in a moment. I wouldn't be brave enough to pick a side here, to be honest, nor should I. But here we go. We're finally going to be hopping in, starting off with 1.7, moving on to 1.16 later, and finishing it off with 1.15.
We're underway here. So desert doesn't look like a village. I'm assuming there's going to be a pyramid, but I don't have one spotted.
No, it's going to be almost like buried into the ground, surely.
Oh yeah, Laura spotted it.
There it is.
Both runners have it. I would have missed that. Quite a lot. Digging in through the wall, innovative and dark. Very lucky there's no mobs in there. I'm not sure if it's
No, neither. Okay. I would have been paranoid as hell.
Her keystrokes, like just on the middle of the screen, that's really I hate that.
Yeah, no, I was looking at that like how it is. Oh, that's in the inventory as well. I mean, I kind of like it, to be honest, but I couldn't play with that on.
Oh, a nice set of chests there. 3 diamonds, 17 gold, and the fine for pretty much everything. Law not doing all the crafting yet, getting the wool and dipping, but Ansla going for sword and shovel. I think sword and shovel. That's the right move. I would say.
Yeah, I would probably agree.
You're gonna be using those. Either other category, a diamond pick probably would be the better move, but just kind of redundant. I'd say in 1.7.
Yeah, pretty much the only one you want to like care about the rarity of is the sword, basically. Pretty much. The others you can just run gold tools the entire time, and you'll be so sound the whole run.
Yeah, and it looks like heading towards this forest. Gonna, I assume, food and feathers and some leaves as well for the tower, and just got to have the blocks as well. Do I gamble? I've lost every prediction I've done, and no, that would make me biased. That would make
Yeah,
me
I was gonna
biased.
say,
And
bro,
I am not
you can't rock up and like, you know, back a team and you're actively like neutrally commentating. We don't do that around here.
We could run like a WWE commentary dynamic where there's like a heel and a face, and we just support different teams.
That would be quite funny. That would be quite funny. You both gamble different teams, it evens it out. That is true.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, you know, I can't really pick a different team here. I just because maybe I
love
genuinely
them
don't
both.
know. Yes, in equal measure.
Very
Honestly,
equal
I don't think
teams
you could
in
ask.
skill.
Yeah, I don't think you could ask for a better like spawn really. What you have every like item you could want to start the game, plus food, plus headers.
They're like under 3 minutes now. Pretty much everything ready to go. And couldn't go looking for an enter. Maybe grabbing some more food and stuff.
Yeah, they passed the end. The end is right next to all these trees and everything. It's literally right there, and then you couldn't probably push cords further into the desert since it's going to be such an early enter. And I assume the runners will not take too long within the nether.
Yeah.
That is assuming the fort is close. Big assumption. Big if.
Sometimes the perfect seed is a little too much to ask for, especially in tournament skill. Tournament setting, you can't just give everything to the players. There needs to be somewhere to make up and lose time. If all the seeds were perfect, then, you know, no one would lose time. But Laura's lost time. I just kind of looked away for 5 seconds, and Esler is on her way in.
Yeah, some chickens decided to just went for a bath. I think they were just chilling, you know, just vibing out on a Sunday. As I hope you
gotta wash
are.
your chicken before you eat it.
Yeah, you kind of do. I don't really want salmonella, you know. That'd be a bit.
That would be great.
Here we go. Oh yeah, no, this seat's fine. This seat's fine.
Forget everything I said 20 seconds ago. Never mind. Everything is for the runners, and they've got to make of it what they can. Spawner there, stray just to the left. Got to deal with the skeletons first. As Law makes his way in as well. Is he just right into the bridge? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
classic.
You could not ask. You could not ask. You literally could not ask for a better. You couldn't ask for a better seed.
2 rods. I think that was just 2 from 2, I believe. Getting some crafting done as well. Bunch of gold picks.
This is what we love to see. Hello chat. What is up? That is very cool indeed. That is true. Yeah, just standard 1-7 stuff. You don't want to get hit by a blaze, nor do you want to drop a rod down, especially considering your portal is on the bridge. And that'd be
you can't pearl hang up like you would in 116. Not getting the luck with the blaze drop, all the damage, or even the strays as well that Ensler had. So maybe a little disadvantage. But we're only 5 minutes in. There's plenty time to make up. I'm gonna redeem Adi's core. Where is it?
Amen. I mean, both spawners are there, and Ensler's just getting pretty much every.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably going too fast at this point. You probably want to be like getting some gravel at least, just like calm everything down. But that's just not gonna happen. It's just a complete onslaught of blazes.
If you feel confident, just go crazy with it, and she is, but not too crazy, taking some damage, only on 3 hearts. You don't want to overextend. You don't want to play too aggressive because a death in the nether, especially in 1-7, you know.
Yeah, I mean the bright side here is at least like. If you die, you was probably only like a 45-second time loss, really, considering that everything is in the seed. So some runners might want to take that risk, but probably would prefer valuing their life over a minute, which could be crucial in tournament play. Ensler's preparing for the worst.
Ooh, oh wow, okay. Only down to 1 heart. Not taking the time to heal, just going ham, and I'm not sure how much I agree with that, but if she feels confident, is setting up kind of more of a platform now, but narrowly dodging a fireball, has 6 rods, Law has only 4, but is playing a little safer, it looks like, has more food as well, much more health.
Oh, the blaze spawns.
For now. Unlucky to get spawned on there.
Oh, is that the 6th rod, I think? And Ensler is out. There we go. Sub 7 leave, which is crazy. This run could come down. This section of the run could just purely come down to which way you push chords. Like it just could.
Yeah.
So, this is a very early exit leave in normal 1-7 terms. Probably starting the tower in probably about 2 minutes. You probably have that a really good amount of time to push chords. As Ensler is going to be doing right now.
And Law takes a death. That's really tough, especially so late in the Blaze fight. He had 5, maybe 6 rods, and Ensler is just on her way, pushing. It looks like positive X.
Yeah, probably the right call. But like,
I'm
this
wrong.
is what I'm
Positive
saying. Look, it's such a
dead.
small time loss because you're already on the bridge. You're already so close to your lava, your nether portal, not your lava portal. But like, let's just hope nothing's bad. Yeah, see, everything's fine.
Everything is right there, but whilst it could have been bigger, it's not a time loss you want to be taking. And it has 5 rods, still has to get 2 more.
Yeah, there you go. So it's probably, like as I said, 45-second time loss, not the worst. Certainly one you don't want to take, but 1-7 is kind of one of those things where you're slightly pace locked in the sense of building your tower. At least, obviously, you'd rather be doing what Ensler's doing and pushing chords.
It doesn't look like Law's gonna have that pace lock, to be fair, just due to the time that he's leaving. I think it's gonna be a case of get out and just build.
Yeah,
and then
I think
just go.
this as well.
But Ensler not even started building and is probably positive 400 on the Zed. I'm not entirely sure. They've been going for a while.
Yeah, minimum
building.
400 has to be surely. Yeah, the only worry is the terrain. It's looking it's not the greatest.
A lot of water, a lot of hills, and just reaching the end of the desert biome. So maybe not getting the best spawns, and could very well also just be going the wrong direction. Is positive 700.
Yeah, so this is actually quite a big risk. It could just not be this way.
Getting the tower build started now, but I'm not a fan of the terrain, and I'm not a fan of the area that she's building in.
Yeah, me neither. The spawn terrain looks so much better. Ooh,
yeah. You assume Law's gonna get the building pretty much off the bat. Looks like he has his spot picked from the way he's moving.
Yeah, I mean, as chat said, 700 is like you would rather be in the position Ensler is in every day compared to the one Law is. Obviously, these runners they're here for a reason. We're not here to like discredit what they're doing. They know much better than us. So, but yeah, terrain just probably looking better on Lord's side, but we shall see how that actually translates to the tower building, which they will get through doing now.
Ensler, in theory, comfortably ahead, but obviously there are a lot of other deciding factors. The terrain and the distance. She could have just gone the wrong direction. Obviously, there are still 3 strongholds in the first ring, I believe.
Yeah.
So
it could, theoretically, it could be entirely. We could see Ensler like dig down into the stronghold. Could you imagine?
That would be crazy, and I would love to see that.
But yeah, it's slightly
shades of, I believe, Speed Nintendo, right?
I want to say yes. Although you could say anything 1-7 related and then say Speed Nintendo, and I would probably say, yeah, I agree. Probably was
the version, I think.
Ensler making sure not to die because of no hunger just shows how different this version is compared to the more recent ones in terms of keeping your hunger bar topped up. That's why sometimes you'll see runners like when they break the boat on the floor, that's some sort of glitch in order to basically make your hunger bar barely go down. So that's why you see all these runners do that.
It tricks the game, as the game is hosted on an eternal server for some reason, because Notch is a horrible programmer. Basically, the desync makes the game believe that you're not sprinting when you are. It's the same tech used for sprint resetting in PvP and stuff. Obviously, your first punch when you are sprinting does my knockback and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good tech. It was found, or at least kind of like popularized by Eliotex, and it's pretty like revolutionary, I think, especially for these earlier categories. Law getting the dig done, and so now can start the drops and start the Enderman spawning. We're gonna see how much that terrain and area is gonna affect her.
Yeah, we shall see. We're getting a bit of an unlucky little caving moment here. But both are going to be setting up for the TNT trampoline, as we call it, which we love to see. Beautiful, beautiful way of doing things.
Probably my favorite, like, kind of tower-based strategy.
It's just so satisfying, man.
And it's so exciting when it goes wrong as well. Not that we're gonna see that. I think both our setups look fine to me.
I'm just 10 minutes in. He's already started it.
I'm just, you know, I'm not making predictions or trying to curse anybody. I just, you know, maybe it would bring some life to the party, you know.
You do. You gotta spice it up sometimes, you know.
And wow, Enderman City for lore.
This is what we were saying exactly about the terrain. You know, this terrain looks beautiful, and it's certainly proving it. Although Ensler's is quite good as well.
Yeah, not too bad. Wow. Spawns absolutely juicing out.
Exactly.
Neither of them have checked yet, but it is quite early. To be fair. Yeah,
you'll see these runners whenever they seem fit to just dive down in there and check with a split second to see how many pearls are on. We will try to catch it, although you know, it's one of those things which is very hard, especially on a broadcast, to try and yeah, you know, try and catch for like a frame, but we will try.
Yeah. We'll give it a go. All of the comments we made about Ansler's terrain just not really seeming to matter because Law, I've watched him just drop and die and reset without any Enderman about 5 times now. And Ansler just not getting the same treatment.
Yeah, see, that's why we're in the booth and they're on the keyboard and the mouse, you know. That's I think that proves it there, to be honest. Yeah, no, I think that's... Oh, there's one. Oh, there's a gold zombie?
There was a full gold zombie on low screen. It might have been a skeleton. But he had that shit on. I must say.
The drip, look-y. That's a spider. No, I'm going crazy. I thought it was a spider jockey, but it was just a skeleton, like, close to a spider.
Oh, zombie chicken jockey! On Ansler's screen. Oh my god. Yeah!
I think that was 11. You can tell me off that was not right.
Oh, did someone check?
Ensler just checked.
Well, I completely missed it, so...
11, yes, okay.
11?
So I've got somewhat of a keen eye.
Well spotted.
Ensler got 2 jockeys? Oh, well then I don't have a keen eye. Throw that out the window.
Are we even watching this?
Yeah. Yeah, my bad, guys. I'm just here to talk over whatever's on my other monitor. Apologies.
I've actually got my eyes closed. I'm just kind of imagining what I think might be happening based off the time. Just so many spiders as well on Ansler's screen. I've been just noticing that.
Yeah, I mean that's the that's the point of the tower. You know, it's like
you can make 2 bows and like double like akimbo them.
Or another bed. That might be probably the better move. You know.
Maybe another bed.
Maybe. Yeah. I love it when like you just get any color of wall. It just makes a red bed. It's just, you know.
No, that really annoys me. I wish you could make like funky beds, like pink beds.
I mean, you can now.
Law checked, but I didn't see.
Yeah, honestly, that was.
Any seers?
I could not tell anyone able to. Oh dear.
Oh, did it blow? I don't think it blew.
I don't think it did.
But that was close.
Okay.
It was.
Did it blow up?
She had to fall. I don't think it blew up, but
I don't think it matters anyway because I think Ensler's pretty much nearly done. But that's scary, man.
That was rough. And yeah, Ensler gonna be leaving now, I think. Yep.
There you go, 14. Oh, here we go.
Falling
Are you ready?
Down.
Are you ready?
Bang.
It's so beautiful, isn't it? My god.
Fantastic strategy.
That is what you love to see. Now imagine this point straight down. Imagine.
And it looks like
it's going east.
Yeah. Was it positive Z, I think?
Oh, that
I don't know.
No, it's negative Z. So
it looks like Answer has actually pushed too far, perhaps, in that direction, but
first world problems.
Yeah.
Law not too far behind on tower lead, but has more ground to make up for sure.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's quite generous terrain. It's pretty much
Oh,
just plains, and Law, yeah, out as well.
I love it. I could sit here and watch Trampoline all day. I just could. It's beautiful.
And it looks like the same stronghold, leaving on 12 pearls, which is rough.
It's a very risky
Chainmail,
strategy,
zombie.
but
Sorry, I started
you
harmonizing
know,
there.
runners this relay have left. Yo, you
Oh,
see that?
the jockey.
The jockey. Okay, anyways, not getting distracted. Yeah, runners have left on less in this tournament and come out the other side with 12. Not naming any names. You know that one guy. We don't need to talk about him. So you know you could just come across an enemy. You could come across a pearl on the chest. It could be a one eye. You never know. We shall see.
Feeling looks like she's pretty confident that the stronghold's under this island. She's getting her triangulation, and yeah, it's gone backwards. She is there, and can start digging down pretty soon. As Law has the boat in 1-7, which is not a fate I would wish on anybody. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds and a bow, and 3 arrows off rip, but gonna craft some more. 27 arrows, I'll like 37. Wow.
There you go. I was gonna point down. Doesn't need to pick the extra one up.
Is that the same island as that Law's approaching right now?
Yeah, it's gonna be the exact same island. Ensla kind of had to like completely go back on herself in order to find this, which is annoying, but part of the risk you take with pushing towards the right play regardless.
She was definitely
it is a one eye
than Law was.
Yeah, it is a one eye, so Law fans rejoice. As if an eye breaks, do not worry. But Law obviously does not know that at the moment. As Ensla is close to finishing up the 1-7 section here.
Law's eye goes back, and sorry, can start digging down pretty soon. Ensla getting this end fight underway. I can't believe they didn't revolutionize swimming in Minecraft for like so many years.
I know.
Like they spent so long with the swimming in this game.
Good
like
arrow, good beds.
Crazy arrows, crazy beds, taking some damage, but dishing more out.
Is that another charge? It is, but it's a bit skew if. Not going to matter. Still a good
Not
bed.
the greatest damage, but very close actually to whiffing the charge. Had an arrow already fired, aiming at a crystal as it was charging. Luckily missed.
Yeah,
so nothing to worry about.
You don't want to hit the 1 and 3 when you're already charging. That's lucky but unlucky.
Law on his way down. Relatively quite close. Not the greatest bed on Ensla's side.
Yeah,
has plenty to spare and a lot of arrows, but a lot of towers as well to take down. I thought that might have been a charge.
Oh, what a bed. That's beautiful. There you go. Probably needs, I'd say probably a second one. As Law becomes a second to enter the end. Blocking in case the charge comes in. Enters on 2 ID though. Not the greatest moment there.
Another charge. This might do it. And oh, so close. And pinged into the air. Has to land this.
Oh,
not a problem. Has the confidence, but a little shaky for a moment there. As Law getting some charges off. No F3 on the end fight. I respect that. Yeah, another charge straight away. Ensa gets the dragon kill, but Law has made up some incredible time considering the circumstances that he was in. And really gets underway in 116 now. Really well played end fight from Ensla. And I think, what kind of seed is this in the 116? A ruined puddle. You'd love to see those. I don't.
Yeah, first time.
Some people might.
First time I've seen one this relay, or commentate on at least.
Is it?
Decent charge. Yeah,
probably a situation where having hitboxes on would have helped. And another charge, a quick possession, much better bet this time. One more decent bed should do it, and if not, then a second one. Rubly doesn't use sprint.
Can we elaborate on this? How so? What
do you mean she doesn't use sprint?
What?
doesn't sprint. She
Like,
just doesn't sprint.
oh, um,
That's her
oh
thing.
no.
Uh-oh. There's another thing coming on right
Yeah,
now.
I think there might need to be a redo on the seed, but I don't think a second instance of it is downloaded. I'm unsure. So I don't know what's happening there. Well, on the other side, Lord does finally get the final charge, gets the final damage, and both 116 runners are now up to the plate.
It's probably a lot closer than it is. I assume this will go to a retime if it's necessary. But
Yes.
getting the 116 seeds underway at pretty much the same time. We go to Automat now. Very seasoned 116 runner. If you've been around, you'll know him. He's been near top of the leaderboard, near top of ranked. He's won Method, King of the Hills, all kinds of stuff. You know, if there's a 116 runner you want in a situation like this to pick up time, it's probably Automat.
Yeah, 100%. One of our runners that has played in every instance of the Relay Cup. So I've been here since the beginning.
It's rare to see one of those now. I think
Yeah,
the
there's
community
not
is
many
so
of us
like kind
around.
of so diverse and people get sick of it very quickly.
Yeah, if you're able to keep up with all of us for so long and still find enjoyment in it, thank you very much. We all appreciate it.
I hope your Twitch payouts cover the therapy.
Minecraft, eh? What a game. Yeah, Ruin Portal Seeds are quirky ones, to say the least. So you're going to be wanting to get your iron pickaxe from the bastion itself, which runners are hoping probably not for treasure in this case, nor for bridge.
I want to know if there's any difference in the routes that Ruby has to take, because like stuff like Manhunt housing and such, you're gonna struggle without sprinting.
So is this
on
like
top of it just being like
is
is
this
it
a
like
bit or something, or is this like just? It's the bit. Okay, it is the bit.
so it's not like her shift key broke or something?
It's just genuinely
Or,
just doesn't.
sorry.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
I don't know what to like. I can compare this to an old runner that used to play in windowed,
Oh yes.
but I can't. There's like I can't think of anything else.
Ooh. Yeah, but and we're not by windowed. We're not talking about like where
Oh, sorry, yeah,
you
like a
just
4 EP window.
yeah, like the really small one when your game starts up. That's what we're talking about. Playing
I
windowed is
kind
not
of
that bad. Listen,
not this kind of window.
480p. And I don't think there's enough iron nuggets or no, so the other chest better have it, otherwise it's gonna have to go down.
I think you're in a rank seed. You are guaranteed at least 3 iron in one of the chests. It just depends
Which one?
which chest.
Yeah. There we go. Iron pickaxe made. Oh, big hoglin. You're not gonna want one of those on your route. And yeah, just no sprint. Fairs.
Especially if you
Respect.
can't run away from it.
Hey, listen, you got to
Like,
live up to the team name somehow, you know. So
we've got the slow pretty much on lock. It's all about the steady now. And Hoglin just wasn't interested. It seems like I'm not sure why you just kind of got bored of chasing her down. But getting that route underway, not having an issue with the top down manhunt somehow.
oh, you nearly so close, brother. You nearly jinxed that so hard. But yeah, top down housing going very smoothly. One of my favorite routes in the game, has to be said.
I love it.
You gotta love a bit of top down housing, you know. It is a sight to behold, especially with the amount of pigs coming down here.
It's incredible that this route was pretty much like optimized by a combination of Tfue and Dowski.
Yeah, that's so like, God,
That's
that was
crazy.
so long ago as well.
Imagine telling someone that just got into this.
You would think you would have reached like the brain rot area of MCSR,
Yeah.
you know, if Tfue and Dowski came in and were like, we're just revolutionizing
Tiffy from
They're
Fortnite
out.
and Dowski from Mario. What? Them?
What kind of fever dream are you living? No, it happened, and we were there for it. There we go. Automat is out already, so that shows the power of top-down housing
The power of sprinting.
and the power of sprinting. Yes.
But Ruby not far behind, to be fair. Did just Pearl is gonna use the what's it called when you planar fog, yeah.
Yes.
And Fort is a couple pearls away, nice and open.
There we go. Pretty well.
And-
Trevor makes third pearl over to what I assume is the spawner. Yes.
Yep. Double spawner, you love to see that. It's a lot better in
Oh.
116 than it is in 1.7. That's for sure.
Yes, I don't think I'd want it in 1.7 to be honest. I think that'd be a bit too stressful.
It was Rubly. Oh, doing the pyring and stuff. Should be out soon. I swear I just saw her sprint.
No,
But I'll
bits
let
of
it
the
slide.
dice. No, yeah, big respect to being able to make it this far with that as well. And obviously, you know, if you play like that, you got to build like that, and Rubly evidently is so.
I'm surprised at how efficiently she's like kind of relatively kept up. I mean, obviously, the team has made it this far. Sprinting can't be that much of an advantage, and I guess you're saving food, I suppose.
Yeah, true.
There's advantages. Do they outweigh the disadvantages? I mean, we'll find out, I suppose. Into the lava, probably like a pearl away. The spawn, I think, yeah, she should follow it there.
Chat, I think T-Wags is the Holy Trinity in like every single part of the triangle. I'm gonna be real with you.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit, man.
Yeah. Although actually, T-Wags, Bolin, who would be the third?
Dream.
Why?
Unless I can.
C School. Boom. There you go.
That's an F. I rock with that.
That's a top tier trio. It has to be C School, surely. Geo Square. Ooh.
There's a lot of good shouts.
We have a lot of good. Yeah. Yeah.
What about Ninja Brain?
True. True. Curryware is a good shout, but I'm thinking more like strategizers, you know? Like Ski School invented the portal. You know?
That's true. And like all the kind of, obviously we're past 1.7 now, but all these like tower variations and stuff came about as a result of that world record.
Yeah.
And the Chaos Tower, I believe it was called, and using desert pyramids and stuff. It wasn't being done. People were still using the exact same sword tower. People weren't even people were swording enemies to death.
Oh, bro.
That's
a little throwback, man.
Hole.
God damn.
And Cecil came along and went, "No, you're all morons. Stop it." They could just put them in a hole.
Bro.
And
okay.
Automat, yeah, just one-shotting the nav. Already in. Ruby just blinded.
There we go. Yeah, really not too far behind, but decently sizable gap. But you know, 115 does throw a spanner in the works, so could still be all to play for definite.
Definitely a category where you would want to do a little more sprinting. I think Rubly, not sure how many rods she has. Clearly enough to leave, because on her way to her second portal quads as Automat doing the Automat half bow. He invented this.
Yes. I don't think he invented whatever this end island has turned out to be, by the way.
What the
did you witness that?
I didn't even see it. I was looking at Rubly.
What? Yeah, good luck on that one. I don't know what I think I'd do if I just rocked up in this.
He was going for 0, and
yeah,
the third one is
just was like, nah, man, I ain't having this.
Rubly approaching quads.
There we go, exact same spot.
Gonna make the same judgment that Automat is. Starter gonna have to walk through this stronghold, which is quite a time loss. It's the only one you can't just kind of pearl around.
Yeah, this is such an annoying spot for Automat as well. The height difference and like the distance away and the bridge, and it's so infuriating. We'll see how Ruby takes this on though.
It could be real awkward. It's clearly not having an issue with the nav. Or maybe, we don't know that.
Ooh.
Silverfish
Ooh.
City.
There you go. Okay, get that death reset going. There you go. Full health, full food.
Baited by the perch. Now a fireball sitting in the fountain. Getting a few more towers down. I think he got a perch. Okay, I was wrong. But if he does get a perch anytime soon, there's nothing much he can do because there's breath in the fountain.
Go through the void. No.
We'll
oh
see
dear. Oh no. No. Yeah, that part. Oh.
Yeah. Just land on the terrain. She's gonna go for it anyway. I think it might be in vain. Yeah, just gonna abandon it. It looks like, or is she still going for it? No, I'm just going back down.
Back out. Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
I respect that. Automat does get the perch though, and there is no breath in the fountain now.
There you go. 4+1, I believe. I think there was an anchor at the end. I couldn't quite tell. There we go. Sub 11 for Automat.
And Ruby now with the Automat half bow. A dragon flying very close to her head. As is it like Malin or Malin? How do you say that?
I would believe it's Malin.
Okay.
I would like to say so.
I don't know how to pronounce like anything.
So. That's okay. Neither can I, mate. So the Polish are here on top currently. If a perch comes in soon, probably looking at a 1-minute lead. But this is your ideal 150. This is a very very nice set of seeds for our runners today. This is it's what you would like to see per se.
Of course, Famous uses the Unicode font.
No.
The only person I've seen that does that. Woo! Gets the perch.
There we go.
I think Automat's final time was
beautiful.
like a 10:05 or something. So you know, only like a minute or so behind. Of course.
The no sprint, bro. That the no sprint nearly costed Ruby there, but a sub 12 without sprinting, you've got to give huge commendations for that.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
Relay is a marathon, not a sprint. So, you know, very, very close. I can't see Malin's timer. Does he have a timer?
Yes, it's top right, but it's small and white, so it's like very distorted with the F3 tags.
It's like 1:24, 25, 26. So, you know, not that much differentials between the two players. Two very capable players as well. I might be lying about that, actually. Let me look at the...
No, you are correct, but Rox is the only one without a recorded PB. So, we're unsure of the capabilities here, but very well capable.
You know, feels confident enough in their abilities to play in the tournament in the first place. And obviously, we're in, the third round? Obviously, it is lower bracket, but they've had to win matches to get here. So, can't be that bad, surely. We'll see how good they are now, I guess.
Yeah, we'll find out. I mean, it's kind of a tale of two different sides here. You've got Rox, who's learned the version just for Relay itself, and you've got Malin, who's on his 4th Relay appearance in this version. So, you know, it's experience versus the grind, I guess. We'll see which one pays off. Is this a second village, or am I going crazy?
I think it's just a very big village. I'm not entirely sure. This looks like the same village they're on, and it's just massive. It's more of like a small town, maybe.
Yeah, nice little extending off the side. Yeah, gonna get the villager in the boat.
Irritating thing
Malin
about
is pre-recorded.
Oh yeah. About Malin's Unicode font is that you cannot see how much he has of anything, even slightly.
Yeah. I think that's 9 emeralds. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 9. Like when he took them out originally, I was like, did he only take 1? Because I thought he only had 1. Because there was definitely more in there. But
yeah, I mean that's just the case with pre-records. Sometimes it's the way it does. We just have to stagnate it so we can actually get matches going. Huge thanks to whoever's my brain's gone at this point, but whoever's put the YouTube video up of not accidentally leaking the runtime of the video. So we do know we're still left in the dark. So huge thanks for that. yeah, huge thanks to everyone else involved as well. Love you always. We wouldn't be here without you. Huge thanks to chat. Big up everyone.
Huge thanks to
Lovely
me
to see.
and
Huge
you.
thanks to you. You know.
Huge thanks to us.
I know, bro. You know what? Yeah, one of our most underrated traits is just how humble we are. You know.
Yeah. People don't talk about that enough.
I know.
People don't praise me enough.
I'm sorry, I can't keep this up too long. Oh, too funny, man. Yeah,
I've
huge
got
thanks to
nothing to
chat.
keep up with. We love you, chat. We love
We
you.
do love you, chat. Can we get a big XQCL for chat?
Ah, he's cool.
Ah, it's so cool. I can't redeem stuff on Chatterino, so I'm gonna have to load it up.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that is screwed up, man. There we go. Where are we? There we go.
We love you all. And it looks like, yeah, Malin, interestingly, we didn't point this out, did go for the monument first before doing pretty much anything else. So it looks like he's going to be doing all his trading at this village rather than boning out the way you see Rogue's doing now. I'm curious. I mean, yeah, just very different routes. We're going to see which one's quicker, I guess. Rogue's making up all the time, all the distance, especially in whatever direction it is he's going, but gonna you know, have to do his trading and stuff on the road.
Yeah, sail out into the high seas, picking up all the emeralds where you can, picking up the trades where you can, and yeah, we're just gonna wait and see, I guess. Yeah, that Unicode font is kind of slightly distorted for us, but we will try and pick up what we can. Let us know if you can, and you know, we'll rebound. Thank you, chat.
Rogue's grabbing a buried treasure there. He hasn't hit the monument, I don't believe. I think he's going back to it now, yeah, but he's had to go quite a little bit out of the way for that buried treasure. We're gonna have a bunch of emeralds, a bunch of gold. Quite a funky route. And
the trek, but
we're all gonna be hoping it pays off. I'm not entirely sure what was in the buried treasure because I wasn't paying close attention. But Malin, I'm not sure. That's 12 pearls, right?
Already, there we go. Yeah,
He can just go and
gone.
find the nearest answer. I think I saw it referred to as Spawn Somniac in the chat. It looks like that might have paid off, depending on obviously stronghold distance. It's gonna be between like 1,500 blocks from spawn, and like 2,000 or something. So you know, but
yeah,
doesn't even have like a disadvantage in terms of like distance, in terms of ground made up, because Rogues has gone this weird route between like places. So, and is in the Nether first as well. I think Malin really. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Sorry.
It's fake. We've been baited. Uh-oh. Next to the monument as well. I hate building building pools next to the monument. It's like you've got rushes against two different clocks, man.
Yeah. Thankfully not in relay. We do have dongs disabled.
Yeah.
And Rogues is going to be entering first. Wait, no, that's the same ravine.
Rose is going to quickly realize this is fake.
Does realize quicker than Malin did. But he has found a new ravine now. So
there we go. So entering will be shortly, and this one does look legit.
Yeah.
There we go. All good. Yeah, this is really good pace from Malin.
It looks like does he scroll? He's scrolling.
Ooh. I wouldn't scroll. I would never scroll. You
scrolled for like years.
No, we don't need to talk about that.
You couldn't even speed bridge when I met you, man.
I'm a changed man. I'm a changed man. Right? Listen, we got there in the end. Now, big ups to scrollers. You got to respect it.
Yeah,
it's a skill. It's definitely not copium. It's definitely a skill.
I mean, it is a skill, but it's you know, it's the same way like playing without sprinting is a skill. But
true. Good point. Actually, it's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
There we go. Enter for Malin.
Both in pretty much about the same time. I think they're in the same ravine as well. Um,
Yeah,
Malin, I
exact
think, has
same.
located the what's the word? Fortress, pretty much off the bat. Oh yeah, it's there. It's not in the most convenient location, but they've both got to get there, so it doesn't really matter.
Exactly. If you're tuning in late at all, or just tune back in, it does look like both are pretty much at the same spot. But do remember, Malin already has all the pearl trades, and Rock still has to do that. So there is a little bit of time to be caught up for slow and steady. But they do say the tortoise wins the race rather than the hare, so we'll see if that happens.
Because of course a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly.
Malin in the fortress. Rogues has it located and is doing that funky planar fog thing that I don't like.
I like to see what all the different backgrounds are though on like
Oh,
OBS.
that is true actually.
That's quite funny. I do like that. I do have to say.
It is worth pointing out actually that there is going to be a retime due to the, I believe it was Rubli's start that was delayed. Back to
Yeah.
some seed problems that she was having. So we don't really know whereabouts these runners are relative to one another. As Malin does reach the spawner, has a little 1.7-esque setup. Rox is in the open part of the spawner, of the fortress. Sorry, it looks like she had has a different spawner or a spawner all.
Yeah. So bit of a struggle here for Rock to try and find it, but I'm pretty sure he will eventually. And yeah, just to be clear about the ruling, retime is within a minute. So both of these teams, if they do win, they're probably hoping to have a bit more of a clear outcome, so to decide their reasons, the reasons for such, you know. So we shall see. Remember to keep. If this does go to a retime, or you just want any more information, there is the bracket, exclamation mark bracket, and we do keep you updated on everything Relay4 related in the Discord. So please do join if you're interested in keeping up. And then,
The
yeah,
winner
it's
of
just
these two. Winner of these two will be progressing to round 4 of the lower bracket and will be facing Rainbow Runs, of course, Silver, Raynex, and Feinberg. So make sure to up the ad rates on whoever's restreaming that. Malin getting some blaze kills now.
Milk it while you can.
Malin's out. Rox has 5 rods, needs a couple more. But Malin just dipping. Cause a little bit of a trek. Has the fortress route memorized? I would be so lost right now. I'd have no idea where I'm going. Just going though. Oh yeah, there we go. Little Hansel and gravel there. As yeah, Rogues gets his 6th and he is out as well.
There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna be very close for these runners towards the end. It's gonna be interesting where the strong one's actually gonna be in relation to where they've gone, because it could just be, obviously it's in rings, but it could just be in like a complete different direction as to where they're gone. So
yeah. I'm pretty certain they entered in the same ravine, so
yeah, I think they actually nearly did it on the exact same like blocks as well. So
a straight flat race pretty much. Malin finds his portal. Rox shouldn't be far behind. I don't believe. Also has keystrokes on screen in a less irritating position, but still.
I respect the whole team having the keystrokes on like the exact same overlay as well.
I don't know why you need them on. You can. You're
cool,
pressing the buttons. You can see them.
Yeah, but
and then if you want to know if the chat wants to know what buttons they're pressing, then you can look at the gameplay. He's going forward. What button is he pressing to do that? Oh, W? Okay.
Nah, we have some, to be fair, we have a lot of people with some like really strange key buttons.
Oh, true.
Like that are not default.
Is it Rox or Rox? I hope it's
I think it's Rox.
That's what I've been saying. Has it been Rox the whole time?
Yeah, I think so. Am I right? I think so.
I've been saying Rox, man.
Either way, he is now him.
Yeah. He's always been him.
He has been him.
Well, we'll see how he will be for the rest of this run. Gets his trades done. I think, yeah. Gonna do some measuring? Is he gonna do some measuring? Just floating.
Yeah, I'm unsure if a restart needs to happen. There's only 9 polls from the initial trade. Well, Malin is just gone. 2 dolphins as well.
Double dolphin.
Hell yeah. This is what I'd love to see.
Doesn't stack the speed increase. It would be wonderful if it did. But
Alex is correct over me. Story of my life, mate. Don't worry, I'm used to it. It is what it is.
Rogue's still having to. You can make the ground up, knows the direction, but has to boat with that villager rather than get the dolphins like Malon has, who's I think is gonna throw a second eye here. Once he does with that skeleton, he's gonna sleep as well.
Apologies. There you go.
Yeah.
iMacro coming out. I assume the calculator's out as well, but we cannot see it on OBS.
Yeah. It's always nice to see the kind of like older runners and stuff keeping up with the new attack. Some people can be quite stubborn. But
I think I would probably be in the more stubborn crowd a little bit with things.
I just can't be bothered.
Understandable. But with 2 we have many cool tools as well. Like when I was coming back doing some runs, we have Jingle, which is like the seed queue version of the Walls Jolty, and it has all the macros in it and everything like that, so it's really cool. Shout out to REL4Y, I believe, who made that.
REL4Y's done so much. Like so many tools. Malon digging. Rocks. Just like in no man's land, it looks like.
Yeah, quite far away.
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's Duncan? Okay. I think REL4Y is an easy assumption, though. You understand.
And that's a 4-digit number for Rox's calculator. I can't make out what it is, but it's big.
Yeah, let's hope the second eye kind of refines that and hopes it's a bit closer.
It doesn't look good. It's not what Slow and Steady we'll be wanting to see. But Malon is in the stronghold. That's still 4 digits. That's really not great for Slow and Steady.
Or no, that's either starts with a 6 or it is 4 digits. I can't really tell.
Maybe both. Maybe 6,000.
That creeper, man. That scared me a little. I'm not gonna lie.
Regardless of the number, Malon very much ahead. Zombie chilling on the puddle.
Needed the 1 eye as well, I believe.
And
got it because I only saw 11 pearls in there. So
looks like Rogue needed. Light. It's a temple though, little underwater thing. Malon in, not going for a 0 cycle.
Yeah, I'd love it if we see a 115 run with a 0 cycle. That'd be quite nuts. I gotta say, respect.
That's 5 beds. That's enough. Get real.
Yeah, you can do the buckets with the obsidian in time, surely.
Rogue does have himself a dolphin now, finally. But it might be too little, too late. I mean, the lead might just be too much. They were actually quite close headed, like at the start of the segment, but it looks like Spawn Somniac has worked out for the Polish team and for Malon.
But you never know, you know. It is relay at the end of the day. Anything can happen. That's part of why we love it so much.
See, Rogue's getting more beds. He's gonna go for a 0 cycle. That's what I think.
For sure.
And this looks like a very different place to where Malon dug down. I don't remember seeing the Tiger Village on his screen, but also I wasn't really paying close attention. Not that it matters, he might be getting a perch right now. Or he might not be.
Oh, no.
Never mind. Just a 5-ball. Yep. Eat that.
Yeah, 115 is always a bit weird because the actual hitbox, there's the big hitboxes around the dragon, but the actual hitboxes for the damage is just like way up in the sky for just no reason whatsoever.
Rock's digging down now. I believe there's a false perch for Malon. Should be on the way, but has to hit it if he wants to win, and I think this might be it. And it is going in for the 1 cycle as Rox does some preemptive nabbing, and that's far too low. That's far too low.
Dear.
And now only has 3 beds.
Yeah, because the second one was placed and destroyed. Oh no, there's a 4th. Okay,
there is 4 beds, but that's
Oh,
that's not
such
as
a
many as you'd
misplay.
like, and that is an incredible lifeline. Just stood there paused, has to just get on with it. Doesn't have a bow and arrow. I don't think he has a choice other than to tower up.
Yeah, I mean, 4 beds is doable.
Yeah,
You
you would
probably
have to
don't
4-bet
want to
axe
risk
otherwise.
it though.
And now, just like that, the momentum is completely
Oh,
swung. Rox is in, has more beds, got some in the Tiger Village, and just gonna get some futile axe damage on the dragon. It's not doing anything. It's gonna regen, and it flies away now. And now you have to wonder how he approaches it. Does he just wait for another perch and hope for the 4-bet axe? Whilst Rox sets up his fountain.
oh, this is heartbreak. Heartbreak for Team Poland here. Definitely not what you want to be seeing after, especially, you know, so close with the potential retime and everything. And the house is going to come out,
It's just come
of
out, but it's been
course.
fireballed. Gonna have to
Okay,
abandon
do you
it.
see that? Like, nice little jump inside
That
the
was tough.
door. That was quite sick. Oh, second
Oh,
house.
second house. It's the village now.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Price the beds down. You'll get some spawning, dude. Surely. Right? He made a village in the end. Who needs the city? Then you got a village, you know.
And has, I mean, yeah, there's 7 beds on Rox's side there. Hopefully not going to succumb to the same fate that Malin did, but Malin didn't manage to get any beds off. It wasn't really a failure of one cycle, and just kind of misjudgment at the height, or I don't know what it was, but
Yeah, I don't know. Was it a bit of lag we didn't see on our end, which it just could be because he was in the fountain with plenty of time to make that. So I was completely unsure. I'm gonna switch sides here.
abandoning a side completely. I'm not sure if I agree with that entirely. Yeah, the no Enderman bug is due to basically entering the end on easy mode. I think my understanding is that the game thinks you're on peaceful and doesn't spawn any Endermen.
Right.
And if you change difficulty, it will they'll spawn again.
Yeah.
And
Perch
Rogue's
for
getting the
rocks.
perch. Hopefully a little more forgiving. Those got the beds off now. 2, 3, 4, 4+1, and that is the game. As Malin does get his second perch, but it isn't gonna.
That's not what we
Whatever,
expected.
whatever it is happening, it doesn't matter now. Slow and steady have taken it. They'll be moving on to round 4. Just a tough watch for Malin's end fight. I mean, you comfortably had it in the bag and just had to hit that one cycle.
Yeah, especially with how well it started with you know, the spawn Somnia into double perch misses both. It's such a tough break. And I believe this is gonna push it over the 1-minute retime barrier.
Yeah.
Which is a shame to see such talented runners exiting at this stage of the tournament. But you know, that's how the cookie crumbles, that's how it goes.
I don't think either of them really deserve to lose. I think we can call it, and Slow and Steady are our confirmed winners. Just rough. I think Malin probably played the seed better. I think, yeah, the spawn sounding like, as you said, comfortable advantage, but you know, there's more to the run than the trading, and you've got to nail the end fight when the pressure's on.
As they say, slow and steady wins the race. And they've done it for a 3rd week in a row.
You've been sitting on that all hour, haven't you?
No, I'll give credit to Rita for that one. That was
Oh,
really
you nicked it from chat. Oh, you bastard.
No. Yeah, maybe. It might have done.
And Slow and Steady, yeah, they keep winning.
I would not be lying if I didn't say I did think of that somewhere at the start of the broadcast. Yeah, I gotta be honest, like, the Ruby Walker strat. Maybe that's the strat.
It might be the meta. That might be what we need to see more of. People just chilling. Just chill guys, really. Just relaxing. Nonchalant. I think they're gonna let Malin just play this end fight out. Someone just tell him.
I mean, it's pre-recorded, so it's gonna be finished anyway, and I assume this 3rd purge is actually gonna be hit. As they say, it is the charm.
That's one. Oh, bed's off this time at least.
Is it
That should be it, yeah. That's enough for a
Yeah,
full
that'll be
axe.
axable.
Probably. Okay, there we
yeah,
go.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There
Just
we
got the run
go.
off. And not even a particularly bad time, just could have been so much quicker and needed to be, really.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have...
Shame.
We are gonna have an interview. We're gonna have, I believe, the Polish... I don't know. We'll wait, we'll see.
Yeah, we're unsure. 'Cause obviously, we had some async matches going on, so we're unsure who we were able to pull in and who we're not.
I believe both 115 runners were async, and we're gonna have some other ones dragged in. We'll see. It's a surprise to all of us. We're waiting on a bathroom break. Or we're not.
Rubley strolled on in there first.
Okay, we're gonna get the full slow and steady team and automat, I believe.
Ruby.
That's what we're hearing. Welcome everybody. We only have 2 runners in.
Bro saw 5 people in the VC. Thought everyone was in.
Welcome some of you. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's one more.
Okay, we've got the entirety of one team. We're just waiting on, we believe, automat, I think.
Yeah. I guess whilst you guys are here.
Oh, there we go. Everyone's in now.
I was waiting
Oh.
to be dragged, but I figured out I can just join because I'm commentator.
Oh, was Malin also async? Oh wait, no, Malin
Yeah,
was
he was,
async.
Malin
Was
was async,
was
yeah.
Laura also async?
No, but he
Oh.
just went no right now.
Oh,
Understandable.
That's fair. So, congrats to Slow and Steady. You guys won.
GG's.
It was really, really close.
Very, very close.
Malin was in the lead up until that end fight.
Yeah,
really, really well.
Wow.
that was heartbreaking when we pre-recorded it like 2 days ago. Like we both saw that he made this mistake. He should have just exploded the bed earlier, but then he didn't. So that was an obvious bed break, and then just there went 5 minutes and only 4 bets. So we decided to just wait for a purge on a good side. And the first time he purged, it wasn't on the good side, so we weren't confident to do a 4-bet, so we just waited for yet another purge, right? So it was, yeah.
A case
like
of just
minutes.
like playing to finish the run at the very least, rather than
Yeah,
That's fair.
because if we didn't do the 4-bet on the bad side, it would just mean, yeah, we need to die and go back, collect some bets. We actually were kind of close to this taiga village, but like it was too late to grab a bet. It would be like we had to detour a lot, so we decided not to get a six bet. So yeah, that was kind of unlucky, but yeah,
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah. Was
That
it
is
just a
life.
case of misjudging the height?
yeah.
Then yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. It's one of those.
That sucks.
So I guess we'll start with the order was
1-7
first,
We
right?
started
Yeah,
1-7,
yeah.
yes.
So Ansela, how did you find that seed?
Linear. I don't know. The overall, I had a sub 4 nether enter, so it was good. The boys fight was a little scary. I just got like 2 4 spawns at the end, and I just was on like 3 hearts, so
It seemed like you
kind
were
of had to
trying
chill.
be-
I just needed a 7th rod, and I got it after like 2 kills, so it was fine. It was just a fast nether split, so I was just able to push to like 200, 700 something. But I pushed too far in the Z, but it's like kind of whatever because I still pushed anyway. Like triangulation was fine. I think I kind of nailed it a little, and like the end fight, I just like trolled half the time. Like
It was still pretty quick though. I gotta say, it was still.
I mean,
quite a good
yeah.
infight.
But like half of them are just like 30, 40s.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like in practice, like I just hit 50s and 60s, but it's like in a real run, it's just like always worse. I don't know. Maybe it's like turning nerves. What happened to Lore? Was it just like
we had a very fast another entry as well, but we lost our first rod to just it fell down
Unlucky.
somehow.
Yeah.
And then he died because one of the blazes just came out of nowhere, just ascended up and killed him instantly when he was hiding. So
Yeah, the
to
second
go
spawner
back.
was like directly in that like the corridor. So it just
Yeah,
kind of
I
popped us
saw
out of
that.
nowhere.
Yeah, we didn't go to the spawner because we died, so we just went back. And then yet another rod just burned down in a fire.
Ooh,
So we lost 2 rods, and we needed to kill like 7 or 8 more blazes to get to the 7 rods. So it
okay.
was very,
you
very
just
slow. And there
wasn't
was
able to
no
push as
time.
much.
Yeah, he didn't push at all. He just built the tower very close to lava pool. And then we had such a slow Enderman spawns again. We had like 9 pretty quick, but then it was just 5 cycles without any Enderman.
I had
So it
that
was very
too.
slow.
Yeah, I had it
Yeah.
too at like the end of my, or like the middle end of the tower. I just like so many spawns of felt. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we have to almost be the whole 5 minutes to leave, and we got only 12 pearls apparently.
I had
Uh,
14. I left at 16 minutes, I think.
Yeah, we left 17 something, I guess.
Damn.
Yeah, because
then
while watching, we were a bit like not skeptical at all. Just we were a bit like and it's like your like tower like all around you, because there was obviously the river and then the plains. We were a bit like, well, this could come back to bite, but it was actually quite even, because Lord had to do it at kind of
Pretty
like
much
near
at
the lava
spawn.
pool. Yeah, pretty much at spawn. So
Mm.
and it was actually quite an even distance to the stronghold.
yeah, we actually had
so-
to boat like the whole
Yeah.
way.
Oh wow.
We kinda went around a little bit the island, so we need to go back to find the stronghold after the second throw. But then it was pretty close, so it wasn't so bad. I think we entered like 1 minute after you entered the end. Check the VOD.
Yeah, and then kind of just a standard of the end fight for both runners, really doing really well, getting some really good arrows in on the dragon, and just being able to capitalize on that quick charge. And you pretty much finished nearly probably about 30 seconds with it. 116 middle, pretty close between the both of you. How did you find the seats?
It was also like pretty linear, pretty fast, with like the good rates and the double spawner. I did craft an iron pickaxe, so I did have to reset, but also the end island? What, like
Yeah, that was
Man, dude, I mean, I'm kind of mad. I'm kind of mad about this, not gonna lie. But
The whole zero setup just kind of went out the window, didn't it? With the with the island.
yeah, I threw my second pearl, and I saw that there's a huge hole in this end island.
Yeah, same
And
thing
I
happened.
waited. It looked like it should land somewhere, but it didn't land at all. So I just didn't go for the zero, which was kind of a mistake because I should have at least tried. I had a lot of food. But yeah, and then it was like almost 3 minutes of the end fight with half bow. I mean, kind of long.
Yeah, I threw the pearl and I was waiting for like so long, and then it hits, and I'm looking up, and I have to pearl like 100 blocks up to get the zero. I'm like,
Oh, dude, that screenshot, we were both waiting for it because Matt got in a little bit earlier, and we were like, we're waiting for this pearl to land, and you just to look up, and you're nearly like 90 degrees in the air, just like staring at this tower. Oh, it was so funny. But
Yeah,
no, hugely
I'm
well
very
played
glad
for you.
to seed finders for them to test us like this. It's I'm very grateful that we are very good runners apparently for seed finders, so they gave us very hard end fight.
Yeah, no,
Thank
you
you.
both
We
executed
passed
really, really well. I've got to
faster,
say, you both did very, very well. Especially Ruby. I was unaware actually before this match that you don't have a control key.
yeah.
So fair play. That was really well done. That was kind of a new thing for
Yeah, you're the
for me to
person
see.
who's walking only. What is
Yeah.
this? Why, like, why? I mean,
It was a good
seed.
seed.
Why?
Why? For fun.
Yeah,
Slow and steady wins the race.
I
clearly.
guess
Wait,
that's
he said the line.
He said
The
the line.
line.
Oh my god.
Credits roll.
Send
I
him
mean,
up.
it didn't seem to be like that much of a disadvantage, really. I thought it would be a lot worse, but I guess like in terms of just holding W, you're not doing much of it in 116. So
Yeah,
it was
116
pretty good on the seed.
It was also like a
much,
Bastion
it's
spawn
not
seed, so like there was like I think it was us against was a tower call, and Ruby had to run for like a minute to the Bastion, which like in that case then it does kind of like lose a big amount of time.
That was a
but-
tower call. It must have been
Wait,
Mind Goblins?
Mind Goblins, yeah, Mind Goblins. sorry, there's just like 3 like super teams. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we've covered all. I think we've covered all three splits there. I believe. So congratulations,
115,
Stones.
no.
Oh,
Really.
wait.
Did we?
Did we not cover that first?
Nope.
We kind of. Well, we covered the end fight at 115, but
Oh yeah, we covered the end.
not the
fight.
seed
Yeah.
itself, really.
Yeah, I guess. So
We did miss that.
yeah, one side played what I believe is referred to as Spawn Somniac. I
Yeah.
think.
Mhm.
Yeah. And Rox, you.
So yeah. So just Malon just saw the monument and he decided, yeah, we're gonna do an Insomniac at the village, and we went for the monument, 3 golden axes and like 100 logs mined for emeralds, and we got the pearls and then entered the Nether, right? There was a very fun, by the way, fake magma ravine.
Yeah.
You
I
both
got
fell
that,
for the
yeah.
same one.
Yeah, especially right underneath the monument as well. I bet if that was like a normal siege, you both would have been like, "Oh no."
Yeah,
Just
I told
waiting for the
Malon.
dong.
I told Malon, yeah, that should be intentional, right? It's very close to monument. So. Sure.
A bunch of different spawners. Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
And then obviously, you know, we already covered the end fight. And yeah, Cookie crumbles that way, I guess. So yeah, massive congrats to you guys, Sunsetty. You'll be moving on to, I believe it's Rainbow runs.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm
later
so
bracket.
excited. Oh my god.
So you know, good luck for that one. It'll be a very, very exciting match for sure. And yeah, commiserations, automat to you
my
guys.
Tetris run.
You played really well this tournament. But obviously, sadly, one team must
Yeah.
depart.
GG, say thank you for
Yeah.
having us.
GG's.
As
Wait.
always, Relay was very fun to play. So, Wydziabane Dziubersy will come back eventually. Somewhere in the future, for sure. For Relay
With a new
5
name.
and 6
Yeah.
and 7.
At
For the
some
new
point,
name,
at some
yeah,
point, a
that's right.
commentator will be able to pronounce that properly. I sadly can't. I don't want to like completely butcher it for you guys and give you a disservice.
It's okay. Next time I'm gonna give you like a full tutorial how to pronounce it, I guess.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I will sit. I will sit there I will sit there for like an hour just to get it nailed down properly, like syllable for syllable.
You would be a legend for if you did this. Yes.
I will. Come back, Relay 5. Drop the tutorial. I will sit there. I will stream the tutorial if I have to, just to give you the proof that I've done it. But there we go. So yeah, thanks to you all, you guys. Thanks to our runners. Thanks to our everyone, seed finders, mods, chat especially. Thank you, chat. And yeah, I think that's nearly everything. We are not done there though. For this weekend, there is one more match to be played in around what 4 hours? Around about 4 hours. It's gonna be Rose Power taking on the Guardians in another lower bracket match. So be sure to come back right here for that one. And yeah, I think that's everything. I think we're gonna raid to my knowledge. Unsure who though at the moment.
Osh gay.
That is Osh. I thought you said Bosch. I'd been like, yeah, Bosch. Hell
Bosch.
yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you everyone for playing.
Thank you for hosting.
We'll see you in a few hours.
Bye bye.
Bye, mate.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.